Hello, hello, change makers. Today is going to be a different kind of video, a different kind of interview, because today I want to give you guys some value and start to help you understand some things about business that we've learned over a lot of time and a lot of experience. So today I want to tell you about how to simplify expanding your service offering and be able to make more income from current customers. Most people would agree it's easier to continue to sell to existing customers than to acquire new ones. And that's what we're going to focus on here today. And don't worry, I'm not going to get into teaching you any complicated or difficult selling techniques. That's not what this is about. Instead, we're going to talk about how you can get other people involved in helping to sell for you and you for them. That's what it's really all about. So let's get jumping into this. So, first of all, I need to introduce my better half. He has not been here in the group with us yet, but you may see him a little bit more every once in a while. So, this is Don Kramer. Say hello to the crowd.
Hello, everyone. Yes, my name is Don.
And you're my better half. He will
Yes.
tell you that all the time. So, anyways, we're going to tell you a little bit about who to look for in this particular situation and how to structure your possible sales team, putting it all together. And if you stay to the end of the video, you're going to get two things. One, you're going to find a big secret to being able to make this work for you. And we're also going to offer you a gift. So hang with us here for just a few minutes. Please do. So, anyway, I asked Don to come on because Don has had one of the most successful sales teams that I've ever seen. He did it so well. And you were working, what was your company that you were working in?
My copiers after hours business.
Yeah, absolutely. And you were providing what service were you providing?
Well, copier service.
Okay. And sales,
Yeah,
right?
yes, and sales.
Absolutely. And so one of the things that we wanted to figure out was, were there simple ways to be able to increase your income at the same time that you possibly were helping your customers in a different way, right?
Yes.
Because that has been a long-term thing we've heard in sales over and over again. Easier to sell to current customers, offer them new products and services than it is to acquire new customers. Go back to your existing customers. So what kinds of additional services did you end up offering to your customers?
Well, very simple. If I'm in a customer's office, working on one of their office, the copier machines, and they mention, well, we're having trouble with the computer. Well, guess what? I had an answer for them because I've teamed up the gentleman who did computers.
There you go. And I think you might have teamed up with a couple more too. What kind of other things were you
Well,
able to offer?
printers, someone who specializes in printers, and supplies. Those important to all those machines. You have to have supplies. So I teamed up with different people, and we worked together. And
And they
actually,
paid you.
yes, they do pay for referrals, and
Absolutely.
so I increased my income by not doing a lot of hard work.
Well, there you go. I mean, that's what it's all about, right?
Yeah.
But there was a real key to that whole thing, right? You guys all had to be looking for the same kind of customer.
Yes,
So, and how would you describe the customer that you guys were all dealing with?
an office.
An office, yeah, but were
Well,
you
not just
mostly in smaller or bigger
well,
or?
different size. We weren't just small. We weren't real huge companies,
Mhm.
but it was different size, usually a medium to smaller offices. And they all have to have a computer. I mean, what company does not have computers
And printers
and printers
and
and
copiers.
copiers? Yes. So they all have this office equipment
Yeah, technology.
and technology that a lot of times technology will break down on you.
It is absolutely the truth. So, so there's keys, right? You got to look for people who have a similar customer base as yours.
Hmm.
People that you can look at them and say, well, they're not really competing me. You didn't feel like you were competing
No,
with any of them, did
no,
you?
we weren't competing. We were just actually helping each other make more money
Well,
and
that's true.
servicing greater expansion of customers and
Mhm.
businesses.
Absolutely. So you had to be willing, you had to first of all get to know them well enough so that you felt comfortable with their products, with their
Hmm.
services, because there was somebody doing some kind of supply stuff too, right?
Yes, you have to get to know them first. That's the
Yep.
important part. Not the business that you're on at first, but them, the person itself who you want to deal with.
That you want to
Uh,
partner with.
yes, like the computer guy, I want to make sure, now obviously you have to know his stuff before I'd recommend anybody. And
Absolutely.
actually, what kind of person he was.
Hmm.
It's very important. There's so many different personalities out there, and not all personalities will match. So you have to get to know the person first. That's the main thing.
Hmm.
Then you get to know, how they act around customers.
Hmm.
That's important.
Are they doing good customer
And
service? Yeah.
what kind of service they provide.
Hmm. Absolutely. Those are all important. So, you build relationships
Hmm.
with people who are serving the same kind of customer base that you are. That's a very beginning kind of thing. But then you also for one, if you're going to help refer them, they also started to help refer you as
Yes.
well, right?
Oh, yes, definitely. And when they referred me and I go in, did some business, made money on whatever I did, I gave them a referral fee.
Yep. So it was a reciprocal
Yes,
relationship.
indeed.
So, you guys were just passing stuff back and forth and being able to increase your income pretty simply.
Yes, very simple.
I mean, it's crazy. And so did you guys discuss it all? Do you remember? And I know this was a while ago for
Quite a
you,
while, yes.
but do you remember if you discussed at all how what kind of percentages you were going to pay each other, or did you just come up with your own and uh,
Well,
you know,
each person, like the computer guy or printer guy or supply guy, we all had our, percentage.
mhm,
And you have to understand not every business makes the same kind of money on a deal.
that's true.
The spy guy, he has overhead of actual spies he has to purchase.
Right,
And
right.
so there's a difference in how much each one could offer
Mhm.
percentage wise. And you just have to work it out, sit down and talk about it and come to a good agreement that both parties are happy.
Well, and there you go. I mean, yeah, because there are people that are just straight service. And I,
Hmm.
I know I remember that with you. If you were just doing straight service, you might be able to very easily give a certain percentage of
Right.
that service. But when you start selling parts, you
Yeah.
got the cost of the part, and then you've got a little bit
Yes.
of markup, which may not be all that
Yeah.
grand.
So yeah, that's understandable. And if you've been in the field any amount of time, you understand all that. And like I say, you have to sit down, come to an agreement,
Hmm.
and that
Absolutely.
satisfies all parties.
There you go. And it can be, as simple as you might decide to create a flyer that you hand out to customers that has everybody in your team on it. And
Hmm.
everybody in the team agrees to give out that flyer. So now, when you're going to a customer right up front, you can say, hey, I just want to make sure yeah, I'm here to service your copier, but I've got a team. And if you need any of these other things, here you go. Right. So, there's so many ways that you can agree as a sales team to help promote each other, because again, if you can provide more services to your customer, that might also make them want to stay with you, right?
Oh, definitely, definitely.
I mean, you built some pretty good relationships with your customers.
Oh, yes.
They trusted you, and the fact that you were recommending these other people as part of your team, I know that went a long way to build the relationship further and provide more service to
Well,
them.
when a customer really trusts you, you got a great relationship with them, and then they need someone else to work on like a computer, and you recommend somebody, they hope to get the same kind of service that you're providing.
Mhm.
And that's why we work together. And that's what they would get, the same
Mhm.
type of service, no matter what the problem, if it's getting supplies, getting a printer repair, something to do with a computer, what have you. They knew they were going to get the same kind of service that they were happy with.
There you go. There you go. Well, and this is such a simple concept, but it's something that a lot of people just have not really put it together in their minds yet. And so, that's part of what this group is all about. It's all about unity in wellness and peace and bringing people together so that we can all have stronger businesses and be able to serve our communities even better than we're doing right now. So, if you like this video, first of all, I want to let you know, here's the secret I want you to know. If you want to be building your own sales team where you can more broadly service your own customers at the same time that you can get referrals out of that team as well, then, you've got to find somebody who's a good super connector. That is one of the things that I've been called. And, but I do meet other people who are incredible super connectors too. So even if you're not doing a lot of networking yourself, where you might run into these people, find somebody who is well connected and ask them if they can help you to be able to start to build this kind of a team of service providers. So that's a secret for you guys to know. But here's the other thing. If you've stayed to the end of this video and you like what we're talking about and you really want to have an idea about how to make this work in your business, then what I'm offering is a gift to you of a 20-minute super connector consultation. And there I will, interview you a little bit more to understand who your customer base, who you're really looking for, what's that client niche that you are serving. And I'm going to spend that 20 minutes trying to connect you with at least one person that can become potentially part of your own sales team. Now, of course, you still got to do the work on talking to them and figuring out if there's somebody you really could work with. That's for you to decide. But I would definitely find at least one person for you to talk to see if you could start to build that kind of relationship. So if you like that idea, then you just need to drop in the comments, just say, connect me, and I will be in touch with you. We'll set up a time and we'll get that 20-minute appointment done. So, dear, do you have any other words of wisdom you'd like to share with folks
Well,
before we wrap this up today?
a lot of people worry, oh, I might lose a customer. No, you're going to gain customers.
Yeah.
That's what it turned out for me and the other guys. So don't be scared of losing customers.
No, I
Go
mean,
for it.
again, you gotta, do your homework.
Definitely.
Make sure you got good quality people around you. Get references if you need to. It's almost like kind of hiring somebody for your company, right?
Yes, yes.
It's just that you're not having to pay salaries, you're not having to put them on your payroll. They just become part of your marketing expense, and it becomes income when they're paying you. So it's a good thing. So anyway, connect me in the comments if you want to have a 20-minute consult. Let's see if we can start connecting you with people that can help put more money in your pocket in the short term. Have an awesome day, everybody. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.
Thank you.